What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I put together a very special rare build for y'all that you can use in Season 7. And this one, I'm gonna be calling it the 2-way pass first point forward. Now the build name will come out to a 2-way pass first point. And today I've got something truly special for you. One of the most all-around and best badged out builds that you'll ever see. Now it's really not just any build, it's really one of the better rare build names, and it's incredibly usable on the court. Now this build, it's an all-around powerhouse, excelling in all of the key areas. Not only is it strong where it counts, but the shooting with this build is also going to be a breeze. Whether you're attacking the basket or draining shots from deep, this build definitely has you covered. Now trust me, if you're looking for a versatile and dominant build, you're in the right place. Let's break down why this badged out beast is a must-have for NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now when it comes to the attributes, you will be able to get a 99 plus when it comes towards your post control, pass accuracy, interior defense, perimeter, strength, and stamina. Now you're also going to get some of the upgraded dribble animations with a total of 70 badges. Now before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to you with a response. So the first thing that we're going to do today is leave this build under the point guard position. Let's go with the height of 6'8", and as for that weight, I'm going to put this up to 228. Moving into that wingspan, let's go with 7'4", and from here we're all set to move forward. Now the first area that I do want to dive into is going to be the physicals. When it comes towards this area, remember if you do your Gatorade facility workouts, you do get a +4. So I'm going to go with an 80 when it comes towards our speed. With the boost, you'll have an 84. Moving into the acceleration, let's go with a 73, but this will go to a 77. As for that strength, I'm going to move it up to a 90, and you'll be able to maintain a 94. 60 when it comes to the vertical with a 64 added on. And then for that stamina, max this out to 98, and essentially we're going to have a 99 stamina on this build, which is one of the main attributes. Now from here we're off to a pretty good start. Let's get started when it comes towards the finishing. So as for that post control, let's go with a 92. As we get into the rest of the build, go ahead and put that driving dunk up to a 70. And then for that driving layup, I'm going to put this up to a 68. As you can see with that close shot, I'm going to go with a 71. And the standing dunk, this is really optional, but I'm going to leave this at a 45. Now that will allow you to get some extra dunk packages. As for that post control, you get gold unpluckable, back down punisher, drop stepper, Hall of Fame post spin technician, bronze post fade phenom, and then silver hook specialist with dream shake. Now this badge alone will allow you to break ankles, but even more so with drop stepper and back down punisher, these are going to be essential. Now as for when it comes to the driving dunk, I like bronze slithery. You also get aerial wizard, bunny, spin cycle, and two-step. For that driving layup, this really comes down to your own preference, but I like the fact that we do get bronze for this finisher, slithery, acrobat, aerial wizard, and bunny. Then you also get scooper, float game, a few other badges, but all of these will be essential, and my favorite has definitely got to be pro touch. Now for that close shot, a little bit more of the same. Overall, this build, I'm telling you, for the build name, it actually is one of the best overall. Now let's get started with the playmaking. So as for that pass accuracy, I'm going to put this up to a 90. Getting into the ball handle, let's go with a 76. And then moving into the rest of the speed with ball, I'm going to go with a 75. Now as you can see, we get bronze blow by, speed booster, silver triple strike, and hyperdrive. As for that ball handle, you get ankle breaker here as well. You get triple strike, bronze killer combo, speed booster, handles for days, blow by with gold unpluckable, and physical handles. Now for that speed with ball, I like triple strike, but then you also get hyperdrive, blow by, speed booster, a little bit more of everything that we've already went over. As far as for this build overall, I think it's very special with the passing. We get bronze bailout, silver needle threader, Hall of Fame post playmaker, then we get gold special delivery, touch passer, relay passer dimer, and a break starter. Now you can already see why we get the build name from what we can do with the playmaking. But we're not finished yet, let's get started with the shooting. So as when it comes towards that 3-pointer, let's go with a 77. Moving into the mid-range shot, I'm going to leave this as is. And then for that free throw, I'm going to go with an 81. So the badges and the difference from the 3-pointer to the mid-range will be that we get bronze midi magician. But as for the 3-pointer, we get bronze blinders, deadeye. You also get Agent 3, green machine, space crater. On top of that, you get whistle. Then we get silver comeback kid, open looks, guard up claymore, spot finder with corner specialist. Now you also will be able to maintain catch and shoot. And then for that free throw, silver free points is going to be more than enough. Now let's go ahead and wrap everything up to see what truly makes this build a two-way. This is what's going to be very overkill, so let's go with an 88 for that interior defense. When it comes towards the perimeter, I'm going to go with a 93. And then as for that steal, I'm going to put this up to a 60. Now for that block, let's go with a 79. And then moving into the rest of the build for that defensive rebound, put this to a 60 as well. Then we get bronze box out beast, a rebound chaser, pogo stick. Then you're also going to get other badges like chase down artist with anchor here. For that steal, bronze interceptor is more than enough. Now for the perimeter, we're going to get gold clamps, ankle braces, challenger. You also get pick dodger, 94 feet, workhorse, silver fast feet, and Hall of Fame off ball pass. And then to wrap everything up, you get gold post lockdown for that interior defense. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Is there anything that you possibly would do to change or make this build a little bit better? I'm pretty happy because look, at the defensive end, you're going to be able to guard pretty much any position 1 through the 5 mainly because of the strength, but especially interior and perimeter defense. On top of that, we're going to be able to move around at ease and be a great teammate when it comes to the 5s. This is a great rec build. In fact, I think with the pass accuracy, it can definitely be one of the better builds with a rare name. And as for the shooting, I think it's going to be a breeze if you consider activating your takeover, wearing boosts that come from gear, and then on top of that, bind boosts. That's anywhere from at least a plus 10 up to 14 or 15. And then for the finishing, we get some extra dunk packages with the layups. And then for that post control, this is really going to open up the floor. And especially if a smaller defender is on you, you're going to be able to baby them at ease. So let's go ahead and move forward. To make sure that everybody made this build correctly, we should be able to get the first comparison of Magic Johnson. And as you can see together, we have created what I'm calling the two-way pass first, point forward. Now this is absolutely one of my favorite build names that I've seen this year. This is a great season 7 build. Add up everything of what I previously mentioned with your takeover, boost, and you have a whole lot of potential to look forward to. And before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG or thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.